Hi, my name is Bill Thurston, and I own Thurston Insurance Agency. And what I'm going to talk to you today is about the job opportunity that I have for you. I want to give you a little background on me first. I started selling insurance when I was 20 years old. I worked for a captive agency, and I was with that company for almost 20 years. I left that company in December of '05, and I opened my own independent insurance agency March of '06. As a captive agent, you're only able to write through one company, and mainly that was personal lines. So I had no experience or little experience with business insurance or bonds or any of those type of things. As an independent agent, I'm able to write through a lot of different companies and do a lot of different coverages and plans that I was not available to me before. And that leads me into the job opportunity that I have for you. Um, what I'm looking for is licensed insurance agents to sell insurance for me, mainly auto insurance and home insurance from their house. To do this, what you would need is a computer. You would need a phone number, either a cell phone or a regular phone. Um, you would need a fax machine and a scanner. Um, Basically, you'd be responsible to find your own leads, and I would tell you to probably start with your friends and family, and then make sure you ask for referrals. As far as doing business goes, working out of your house, most of the stuff is internet based. Most of the business today is done either by phone or by fax or by email. So it's possible that you could have a successful agency out of your house and never actually come in contact with the customers. So if you're uncomfortable about people coming to your house, then that's an option for you. What I would do is I would give you a sheet that you would fill out, which has all their basic information on it. You would use that sheet to quote the different companies that we have, and then if you sell the policy, you would send me either by fax or email that sheet, and that's what I would use to calculate your commissions. Um, as far as commissions go, I would be looking at paying 50% commission on new business and 50% commission on renewal business. Even with those percentages, that was more than I was getting when I was a captive agent. So it can be very lucrative for you depending on how much you want to sell. Um, as far as production goes, there's no real requirement on how many policies you need to sell. Basically, you can go at your own pace. You can look at doing this full time. You can look at doing this part time. You can have another job and do it on the side. There's a lot of options for you. A lot of people also are uncomfortable working at home, which I totally understand. It is possible that if you build your book of business to a point where you think you can afford a small office or something, you're more than willing to pick up an office. At that point, it would be your responsibility to pay um, uh, the expenses, but we could always talk about it, and there may be some type of allowance that I could give you for running your own office, maybe either monetary value or a higher commission percentage. Those are all options that I'm all open to talk about. Um, One of the things also that you can do is if there's different products that you want to sell, we can talk about those on an individual basis. My goal or my intent here is to find the people that are that have an insurance license that may not necessarily be using it. Maybe they're a life insurance agent that has a property and casualty license but can't get appointments because they're working from their home, and most people won't give you an appointment if you're working from home. But as an independent agent, you would be under me. So basically, my office would be pretty much your home office, even if you're working out of state. I did check with the insurance bureau, and there's no problems with somebody working from their home if they're working under an agent like myself. Also, as far as errors and omissions coverage goes, if you're selling products for me, my errors and omissions will cover you for whatever products you're licensed to sell under me. Which means if you have your own life insurance program set up, you don't want to have that switched over or anything like that, you can still continue to do your own life insurance program independent of what we're doing with me. And if there is some type of errors and omissions claim, you would need your own policy for whatever you don't have under me. But like I said, if you want to open up your own office later and put your own name sign on the door, I have no problem. I have no problem with you doing that. There's a lot of opportunity as an independent agent. a lot of different companies that we can look at getting appointed with. If there's a company that in your area that has very good rates, I have no problem with looking at that company to get appointed with. My goal is to have 2, 3, 4, 500 agents in several different states. What that would do for us as far as an agency goes, individually, there may not be a lot of production and it may be slow, but together, with all the people working, that brings in a lot more premium volume to the agency, which would allow us to get pretty much whatever insurance company that we wanted to get appointed with. My closing percentage that I had last year was 46% on auto insurance and 58% on homeowners insurance. If we get different carriers, a lot more carriers, then our closing percentage could go up to 90%, which basically means that there's more money for you and for myself. As far as production goes and bonuses, I'm also looking at the possibility of paying you production bonuses based on your premium volume. If you write a lot of premium volume, it's possible that you could be looking at some type of trip from me, 3 or 4 day trip to Las Vegas. I have no problem with doing that if your production is high enough. Also, as an independent agent, the agency may receive bonus checks every year. I have no problem with passing those on to the people that work for me as well. There may be times where I want to highlight a carrier, or the other companies may want to highlight a carrier or a product. And if that happens, you could earn extra percentage in income that way. So my goal basically is to make it so that everybody has an opportunity to advance in income and advance their career. So anything that we can do to make it so that we're competitive and so that everybody is on a win-win type situation, I am more than willing to look into those type of procedures. If you want to continue the conversation, or if you have other questions, you're more than willing to contact me. I do have my own website. It's www.thurstoninsurance.com. You can also email me at william@thurstoninsurance.com, or you may call me at my toll-free number at 1-888-339-5559. If you have any other questions or concerns that we didn't go over here, please feel free to give me a call, and hopefully we can work out some type of arrangement and we can work together and all of us can make a lot of money. Thank you.